Hello everyone, welcome to a video. We have a different one for you today, quite a different one for you. Bit more of a vlog style, bit more of a experimental situation. I'll tell you what I mean, I'll show you what I mean. We'll just kind of get to it because I'm going to sit down on the floor. Um, uh, we have so much to discuss. Hi! Oh, I don't have my... what's up? Sometimes I try not to keep my pauses in for too long, but I literally didn't know what to say just now or how to say it. So we'll just kind of go for it. It's not anything bad. It's just sheepish for me, and I like doing those sorts of things on this channel. Let's begin. See, I recently had the brainchild, and I'm not wearing clothes for a purpose. That's part of why I had such a pause earlier. My brainchild is that I don't have very much time to do my live streams anymore this month because I'm moving in with my partner soon, and so there's job applications, packing, sorting out stuff. I just don't have a lot of time. And streaming is my hobby. I just have to do it much less, which is absolutely fine. But I've been agitated because I really like spending my time in virtual reality and starting my day as a kitty cat. You know, I look around and it's like, hey, look at me. I'm such a success. And I haven't known how to handle that, but then I had an idea. My idea, my harebrained idea, is no one can get upset at you if you do yoga or if you do stretches or if you work out, right? So I can't get mad at myself if I'm like, wow, you're spending too much time in VR right now, because it's like, actually, shut up, I'm exercising, so I get to be a cat right now if you want, and you can't be mad at me because I'm doing something that's good. And it's like, well, I guess, you know? That's kind of the logic. And granted, I'm not doing yoga right now, I'm talking about it instead, but I would be doing this on stream, theoretically, if I could pull this off, and I wanted to see something. And part of what's interesting here is I never even used to have clothes, but now that I have clothes, I feel naked, and I never used to feel naked. So this is wild for me, and it's probably not going to last very long, but I do want to see how long I can go without putting on my clothes. I swear there's a reason for it. Let's get to it. As I said on stream just yesterday, that one of the ways I can increase the amount of personal satisfaction I get out of what I do with live streaming, being a kitty cat, which I thoroughly enjoy, is to introduce additional elements of physicality so that my limited time I do have in VR this month really feels as fulfilling as possible. And adding more physical elements into that is a surefire way to help me feel more connected with this virtual form instead of only standing up and giving a personal address, which I've been doing for about 1 hour really consistently. That's been enjoyable, but I just kind of want to level up the experience. Now, here's part of where it gets dodgy, and there's a lot of reasons it becomes dodgy. Because I went to lengths to get this professionally retextured and designed my character just how I like feeling. And all of my furry brothers and sisters who do, generally speaking, what I do, not all of them, but many of them, show off their model and they flaunt. And as far as desiring to be more physically in tune with my virtual form, I have every desire and right to be able to do what amounts to naked yoga. I could, up until I got this far into the video, and there's no way in hell. Let's talk. And we're just gonna pop on a hot little, like, oh my god, I feel so much better. Ah, ah. I'm sorry you had to go through the first part of this video. I was so inappropriate. Ah. And now that I'm not worried about that, we're gonna actually kind of just start because, well, hang on. Where am I in my space? Because you can't try and do stretches or whatever it is, um, and tell yourself like, oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do in VR right now to help myself feel more like a kitty cat or whatever, um, like, and then not do it and just film a video instead. You have to do them both at the same time, and there is a reason I'm trying to do this. I think. Give me a sec. It's really thirst trappy. There's no way. There's no way. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it! I thought I could do it, but there's no way I can. I can't do it. I thought I would be able to do it, but I can't. It would have the draw. It would have the physically, like, here we go, baby. Is this, why is this, like, I don't know why it feels inappropriate, but it absolutely does. Which possibly means that there could be something worth examining if I did pursue it, because it's a part of my mind, it's a corner where I don't want to go, And the more often I pursue those things which block me, I tend to feel more released. I've learned a little bit more about it. I have no idea why doing yoga in VR feels wrong. It feels weird. It feels like, don't look at me. I am stretching right now. And it's like, yeah, you are. You paid $100, and that was a steal, to get this professionally done. And Sefu, my artist, did such a damn good job. And I'm not even doing yoga with it right now. Why is that a hard thing to do? It's yoga. So I'm going to try flying again, flying mode, to like fix up the framing, and then we're going to try again, and then it probably won't work, and then I'll talk more about what on earth this even is. All right, and I understand that that jump cut was a little abrasive. I don't like it, and this framing is so strange, but this is technically one of the ways I can spend more time as a cat if I'm able to do yoga and be a cat. Granted, I don't have to film it, which might actually be the secret. I'm going to try one more time. I have my viewfinder. I have you. There's the frame. It's fine. I'm just going to try and do a plank, feel gross about it, display it to everyone out there, because I'm trying to push myself and figure something out here, and then I think I actually know what the path forward is going to be. Oh, I hate this. No, I can't. I can't do it. No, no, I'm out. I'm out. I can't do it. There's no way in hell. No, no, that is way too much. Shoot. Okay, what? Why? Gosh, dang it. Okay. This video's a little all over the place, but I think it was nice, even for myself, to demonstrate my grand vision. There's no way I can do it. But I think there might actually be another element at play here, and then we're going to close out the video, because I think I figured something out just now. It's clear to me, for whatever reason. It is clear to me that, for whatever reason, this means a lot to me, being this, and doing something like exploiting its visual. No. Even just like if I'm fully clothed, it's like, wow, I'm wearing clothes, I'm not naked, and it's just yoga, that's fine. But for me, how I appear and how I identify doing something base like yoga feels really special to me, and that's the sort of thing that clearly I cannot do in a video, so I couldn't hope to do it on stream because there's some piece to it. It means too much to me, I guess. First with this is I would never have known about that if I hadn't tried it even just now, so I know it's the worst thing in the world, but I had to try my new idea to figure that out, and thankfully I figured it out super fast, because everything you just saw now sucked so bad. But within that, there does come a possibility here. Because it does mean a lot to me, and it's too personal or special to be able to display on stream, or in a video apparently, I can still engage in the behavior, just offline. What a thinker. Wow. But actually, it kind of is. Because I've always, not always, but I've treated what I do with elements of expediency, which is not the right word to use. But I know I've got a YouTube channel, and you want the grows and the follows, and then you want the Twitch stream. How does that get bigger? And I've got plans and ideas, and you want to be a content creator. And if I'm doing yoga, I could do yoga in VR and spend more time as a cat. And if I'm in VR as a cat, then you want to be able to make it something usable, have some manner of outcome. I want to turn yoga as a cat into a video or part of streams, and I think maybe I should stop and just enjoy it. I can have my framing and enjoy being a cat. And look, it's egotistical, but I think it's something worth saying, because there's also nothing wrong with it. And the fact that I feel like there's something wrong with it is something that warrants examination. Because if I'm not comfortable being myself physically in a video in deeply innocent ways, then I'm not comfortable being myself even in private. Something kind of like that. Or at the very least, there's steps or progress. It's just something to be learned there. And how fascinating it is to imagine that in a world where I do desire bigger channels, more growth, Phineas Former is on the way, and my enterprises are expanding, or whatever, I think I might actually have figured out that I can just still spend time in virtual reality and not be filming or streaming or trying to grow anything. And it's like, nope, I could just do my regular like stretches and yoga in the morning, which no one can be upset about you for doing, and do it in VR, which is the worst way possible to do that. I've got my trackers. I can chicken dance. I can, like, I have a headset on why on earth would I choose to do yoga in VR on my own? That's the dumbest thing. Why? What? What? And I don't know if I'm gonna stick to it or not. But I thought I would try it out because I thought, wow, that's an excellent way I could get an extra 30 minutes on stream and trick myself into feeling like it's okay to do. Figured out that that sucks by trying to do a video about it. That was the worst thing. I no, my goodness gracious. But I liked parts of it, and there's enough that's worth examining there. I don't know. But I have to start stream like right away, and and I don't have a lot of time this whole month, so making a video instead of doing my stretches. But then I had to learn about doing my stretches on a video to figure out that I hate that, but also that I like doing it in VR still. And I don't have a purpose for this. I don't know who needs to receive any of this. I needed to speak this, and then to publish it is just what makes sense to me. And plus, I wanted a video, and this examination was worth making a video about because I can only do these examinations within video. So I've done something valuable today, and I was able to be a bonus kitty cat. And normally I can't do that for as long as I would like to, and have gotten used to because this month has a little bit of crunch to it. So things are going pretty good. But there is one more piece to it that I want to bring up, and I brought it up a little bit, but I didn't use very specific language for it. It's the whole not like thirst trappy thing, but like doing yoga with my virtual reality model, and it's like, oh, it's like character, and it's like, no, this is just me. This is just me. And I think that's something which might set me apart from my other furry brothers and sisters. Uh, and that might be something interesting for me to light upon too, but not for very long because this video's got to be done. Now, this is because I compare myself really often to my peers. And people who might not be peers, they do what I do on the surface, but we aren't in the same circles. I don't know for sure. But I compare myself to others all of the time, other people who do what I do. But so long as I suspect there might be this mentality disparity where I'm not even comfortable doing yoga in front of a camera because it doesn't only feel like a virtual reality model. I'm not in VR chat wearing thousands of dollars of gear. This just feels like me. Owning up to that means a few different things. There's some implications I need to pay respect to. Because if I identify more as kitty cat, then my peers identify with their visage. That difference is so base and so fundamental that everything else is also askew. My comparisons will never make sense because nothing can ever be equal because this feels like me, I think, more than it might be for other people. I haven't talked about that with other people, but I do think that there might be something different here. And that means the question of virtual reality, my place in the content that I create, how I approach the things that I do, how I approach myself and the expressions of myself. There's all sorts of different connections going on here. That's basically actually all that I think that I have to say. And yes, it's a bummer now suspecting that any manner of comparison against any manner of peer that I do or do not have is a useless practice, and it's something that has gotten me some measure of success. It's helped my growth some ways. But I think actually that would just hold me back because we're like the whole apples oranges situation. Like, I am the only Phineas Former, baby. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that feels really, 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 really bad. um, but there's nothing to be done about it, and thinking about it's not helping. And it certainly isn't helping me do my stretches, which is how I'm apparently able to identify with myself long enough to understand that I can't just do that in front of people. That feels really weird, but that I like it so much. It's comforting in some way. So I don't know what any of that means, but I had to do a video to figure that out, and now I got to be done with the video because I said what I needed to say. I achieved what I sought out to achieve, and I have to go start a stream. I have to go. That's what I've been doing lately, and time is limited. This was bonus Phineas time. I milked out. I'm very happy with it. And I learned something too. So really good things just barely happened. We're very happy, but I have a lot to do today, so I gotta go. I'm gonna skadoosh out of it'll take a second. I'll be like Jabu Jabu in Legend of Zelda Ocarina, like wheat, 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 wheat. Bye, guys.